Hi, my name is Schiffer, and today I'm going to briefly be going over this poster that is also a manuscript, which is entitled Lesser of Two Evils, The Effects of Masculine Honor Beliefs, Beliefs in Pure Good and Evil, and the Dark Triad on Moral Decision Making. One of the more common ways that we study moral decision making within psychology is through the use of moral dilemmas, which is exactly what we decided to do in these two studies here today. It is important to note that when we're talking about moral decision making, it is often affected by both situational and individual factors. With respect to situational factors, we were interested in primarily the distinction between military and non-military moral decision making. Because previous research suggests that moral decision making within military context tends to be more methodical, tactical, or even utilitarian. With respect to individual factors that might be relevant for moral decision making, we decided to assess four different individual differences. In study one, we assessed masculine honor beliefs, which are the beliefs that aggression is sometimes justifiable, and beliefs in pure good and evil, which refers to how strongly one believes pure good and pure evil exist in the real world, respectively. In study two, we decided to bring in the dark triad, which is a group of three socially maladaptive tendencies, known as Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. All of these tend to be characterized by social exploitation. In both studies, we used convenient college samples, and after providing informed consent, they completed in a counterbalanced order the individual difference scales and 6 moral dilemmas. 3 of the dilemmas took place in military settings and 3 took place in non-military settings. After each dilemma, we asked participants, in this situation, would you perform the transplant? Would you pull the lever? After providing their decision, we asked participants to rate their agreement with 15 items about the decision that they made. These generally tended to focus on the effective responses to making said decision. We performed a principal components analysis on those 15 items, which yielded 5 different outcome variables that we use in our analyses. The first is ease, which reflects confidence in decision making. The second is honor, which refers to wanting to look good for one's decision. The third is autonomy, which refers to wanting to get the credit for making the decision. The fourth is guilt, which is pretty self-explanatory, and then the fifth is distrust, which refers to not trusting others to make the same decision or the right decision. We hypothesized that masculine honor beliefs, beliefs in pure evil, and the dark triad would generally yield similar results in terms of confident decision making, wanting the credit for the decision, or even wanting to be the hero. On the other hand, we expected beliefs in pure good to manifest typically in a lot more guilt than the other individual difference measures. In general, our findings were fairly consistent with our hypotheses in that masculine honor beliefs, beliefs in pure evil, and the dark triad manifested more confident and socially motivated decision making. So what I mean by that is wanting to get credit for the decision, wanting to be the hero, all of those things. Whereas beliefs in pure good manifested in greater guilt. With respect to the military, non-military distinction we made in our moral dilemmas, participants tended to feel more confident and autonomous in their non-military decision-making compared to military decision-making. Overall, these findings highlight the importance of understanding situational factors such as the military, non-military distinction, as well as individual factors such as the relevant individual differences that we assessed in these two studies when we're talking about moral decision-making. It is important to note that we did use convenient college samples that were predominantly women, which is a population that tends to be underrepresented in the military. Nonetheless, these findings have important implications for understanding the theoretical background and practical implications of hypothetical decision making when lives are at stake. Future research should consider moral disengagement processes, given that we aim to understand more of the effective responses to making such decisions, but not how these decisions were justified to oneself and/or others. Thank you, and if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or read the paper. My email and the DOI for this paper are provided at the bottom of this poster. Thank you.